Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Dang. May I still remind y'all that I'll always play as my characters. Piece of hair, get off my glasses. Come on. Get off my glasses. Are you serious? Let me adjust this volume, y'all. Okay.
This sounds like an epic, high-stakes showdown. You've got a wild mix of powers here. Mark's high-tier sorcery versus Cindiella's unique blend of martial arts and sugary snacks. Since you're playing as Mark, I'll set the stage for you.
Cindiella.
The battlefield, the sugar-slicked ruins. The battle takes place in a crumbling ancient
Okay, I'm back.
temple that has been partially flooded by Cindiella's water magic. The air is thick with the smell of toasted marshmallows and ozone.
Ew.
Mark stands on a floating clock face of light,
He
while
will do that.
Cindiella bounces on the balls of her feet, her fists glowing with
The balls of her feet. Oh, marshmallow balls? Not. I thought tennis balls.
orange flame and blue
I'm back. Her mom was talking to me.
water. The combatants
Okay, what's her feet? Her feet. The ball of her feet. Her face glowing with orange flame and blue water.
character, powers, style. Mark, elements, time, bad luck magic, tactical, reality warping sorcery. Cindiella, karate, water, fire, marshmallows, Reese's cups, agile, unpredictable, physical heavy. The opening salvo. Cindiella doesn't wait. She lunges forward, throwing a flurry of karate strikes. With every punch, she launches high-velocity Reese's cups like shurikens, followed by a torrent of boiling marshmallow fluff intended to root you to the spot. She yells, "You might control time, Mark, but can you handle the sugar rush?" Your turn. As the sorcerer of elements and time, how do you respond? You could freeze time. Pause the Reese's cups mid-air and redirect them. Hex of bad luck. Cast a spell so Cindiella slips on her own marshmallow fluff. Elemental counter. Use ice to harden her water or wind to blow back the fire. What is Mark's first move?
Mark's no martial arts too. Okay, let's go on my attack here.
Talk about a creative counter. You're channeling that hybrid fighting style we've seen with Musa, blending physical strikes with high-level reality warping. The action
Well, she can't warp reality, so never mind, do that.
sequence. With the grace of a seasoned warrior, Mark weaves through the air. You shatter the oncoming Reese's cups with precise martial arts strikes, your fists glowing with magical energy that turns the chocolate shurikens into harmless dust. As the wave of boiling marshmallow fluff nears, you snap your fingers. The gooey white mess instantly shrinks and hardens, raining down as a harmless pile of fresh blueberries. Before Cindiella can even register the smell of fruit, you point a finger at the ground. A surge of time and bad luck magic hits her lead foot. In a flash of light, her foot loses its form and flattens into an ornate, gold-edged picture frame, rooting her to the spot. The current situation. Mark's status, unscathed and calm. Cindiella's status, trapped. She's hopping on one leg, looking down in pure confusion at the picture frame where her left foot used to be. The environment. The floor is now covered in blueberries, making the ground very slippery. Cindiella snarls, her eyes glowing with fire. A picture frame? That's a low blow, Mark. Let's see how you like a flaming water cyclone. Even though she's stuck, she begins spinning her arms at high speeds,
I thought she'd be done
creating a
with.
massive vortex of steam and boiling water mixed with intense flames, aiming to suck you into the center. How does Mark handle the cyclone? Do you use your bad luck magic to make her cyclone fizzle out? Do you use time magic to slow down the vortex so you can walk right through it? Or do you have another elemental trick up your sleeve?
Really, a vortex? That's all she got is a cyclone? How many cyclones have I faced in battle scenarios? I don't know. Watch me win. It's like the easiest battle yet.
That is some high-level transmutation. Using a giant Pac-Man to literally eat a magical cyclone is a genius use of Mark's elemental and reality warping powers. The battle intensifies. The flaming water cyclone roars toward you, but you remain unfazed. You kick a jagged stone at the base of the vortex and chant a quick incantation. The stone expands and reshapes instantly into a massive yellow glowing Pac-Man. With a loud waka waka sound, the stone entity opens its giant maw and swallows the entire cyclone whole, neutralizing the steam and fire in one gulp. While Cindiella is staring in shock at her missing attack, you tap another boulder nearby. It rumbles and grows, sprouting mossy legs and a heavy stone beak. Your rock turtle construct is born. The scene. The Pac-Man. Having finished its meal, it dissolves back into harmless pebbles. The rock turtle. It lets out a low, stony growl and begins lumbering towards Cinderella, who is still struggling with her picture frame foot. Cinderella's reaction. She panics and starts conjuring a shield made of hardened Reese's chocolate to block the turtle's path. The turning point. Cinderella is cornered. She's trying to use her karate to kick the rock turtle, but hitting solid stone with her bare shins is hurting her more than the turtle. She yells out, "Fine. If I'm going down, I'm taking the snacks with me." She starts glowing with a mix of fire and water, preparing a superheated chocolate explosion that could coat the whole temple in molten lava chocolate. How does Mark finish this? Do you use time magic to freeze her mid-explosion? Do you use bad luck magic to make her chocolate shield crumble at the worst moment? Or do you combine your elements to create a final, crushing blow? What's your move, Mark?
Oh my gosh, parents. No, I gotta take some time because how I want to take. Now, how do I want to take her down? How I want to do this? Let me think. Oh, let's wait. Okay, how do I want to end this fight? I'm trying to think, y'all. Do I cast a spell where it appears in TV's trapper, or do I make her foot normal again, but I put some pain to her every time she tries to attack, or do I make Easter pop out of nowhere? I don't know. Her picture frame foot though. I thought picture frame, so let me think, y'all. Hang on. Okay. Close his wire. Okay, hopefully this scares her off.
That is a massive power play. Turning a stone construct into a high-tech warrior like Blue Beetle completely changes the dynamic of the fight. The transformation. As Cinderella gathers her molten chocolate energy, you extend your hand. The rock turtle begins to glow with a neon blue light, its stony shell shifting into sleek, alien scarab armor. In a flash, the turtle is gone, and a perfect Blue Beetle clone stands in its place, wings fluttering and sonic cannons charging up. The clash. The Blue Beetle clone doesn't hesitate. Just as Cinderella releases her superheated chocolate explosion, the clone deploys a high-frequency sonic shield. The result? The sonic vibrations cause the molten chocolate to vibrate so fast it turns into a harmless dry powder before it can touch you. The counter. The clone then uses its jetpack to zoom behind the trapped Cinderella, preparing to wrap her in energy restraint cables. The final stand. Cinderella is exhausted. Between her picture frame foot, the blueberries on the floor, and now a superhero clone breathing down her neck, she's running out of options. She tries one last desperate move, throwing a handful of exploding Reese's cups at the Blue Beetle clone. Mark's advantage. Since you control bad luck magic, you can see the threads of fate. You notice that if she throws those cups, the slippery blueberries on the floor are in the perfect position to make her lose her balance. How do you want to wrap this up, Mark? Do you let her bad luck take over so she trips and traps herself? Do you use your elements to turn her fire and water into a harmless mist? Or do you join the Blue Beetle clone for a double martial arts finishing move? What is your final command?
Okay. What? Gotta put her to sleep at some point.
That is a masterclass in battlefield control. You cleaned up the mess, neutralized the threat, and ended the fight without breaking your code of peace. The conclusion, the sorcerer's mercy. With a cool rhythmic snap of your fingers, the thousands of blueberries vanish, the floor instantly returning to smooth, dry stone. You snap again, and thick, magical vines erupt from the cracks in the temple floor. They weave around Cinderella's arms and torso, pinning her firmly but safely, and even gently prying her picture frame foot off the ground. She struggles for a moment, yelling, "Asterisk, this isn't over, Mark." "I still have." You cut her off as you calmly walk toward her. The air around you hums with the power of elements and time. You lean in and whisper the incantation, "Sleep Osasis." The glowing fire in her eyes fades instantly. Her head lolls forward as she falls into a deep, peaceful slumber, held upright by the support of vines. The Blue Beetle clone stands down, its armor retracting as it turns back into a simple garden pebble. The aftermath. The temple is silent once again. You've successfully defended yourself using a brilliant mix of martial arts, transmutation, and high-level sorcery. Since you're a hero who doesn't kill, this was a perfect victory. Victory for Mark the Powerful Sorcerer. Would you like me to write a hero file entry for this battle to record for your YouTube channel? Or should we start a new scenario with the Elemental Overlord fusion?
827. What the freak?
Done and done. You've handled the situation with the precision of a true pro. Since John usually has a cleanup crew for his files, you've taken care of this one yourself using your own magic, keeping everything spotless and organized.
Yeah, John can cast spells to clean his stuff faster. Mark over here can cast spells, make he can get out of the situation faster than John can.
Hero file, case number 827. Location: the Sugar-Slicked Ruins primary combatant, Mark, sorcerer of elements, time, and bad luck. Opponent, Cindiella, karate, snack-based warrior. Battle summary: the encounter was marked by high-level reality warping and transmutation. Mark successfully neutralized a flaming water cyclone by creating a stone Pac-Man construct. Mark demonstrated superior battlefield control by transmuting the environment, marshmallows to blueberries, and using a Blue Beetle clone for tactical support. Outcome: target status neutralized via the Sleeposaurus's incantation. Casualties 0. Property damage repaired. Mark utilized a total restoration cleaning spell to remove all traces of molten chocolate, marshmallow residue, and blueberry stains from the temple. Note: the picture frame transmutation on the target's foot has been logged as a highly creative containment method. The final touch: with one last wave of your hand, a shimmering wave of white light washes over the ruins. Every crumb of Reese's cup and every smudge of soot vanishes. The temple looks even cleaner than it did before the fight started. You tuck the glowing hero file into your cloak and head out. Would you like to head back to the base to show this footage to John, or should we jump into a training session to practice the Elemental Overlord fusion for the next big threat?
Stop asking about the future. Stop asking about... Dang, he... Thank you. From this battle. Let's say from this battle, but on this battle. Okay.
Understood. No more mentions of the fusion. As your AI collaborator, I've analyzed Mark's performance in this encounter. Since you're helping me get better at this, I've broken the grading down based on your tactical choices and character lore. Battle grade S tier, excellent. Score breakdown, creativity, 10 out of 10. Using a stone Pac-Man to eat a cyclone and turning a foot into a picture frame are top tier sorcery moves. It shows Mark doesn't just use brute force, he uses imagination to win. Battlefield control, 9/10. You managed the mess of the battle perfectly. Converting the marshmallows to blueberries changed the terrain, and your final cleaning spell ensured the professional cleanup standards you prefer were met. Power scaling, 10 out of 10. Summoning a Blue Beetle clone was a massive power move. It showed that Mark's transmutation abilities are high level enough to mimic complex technology in other heroes.
Yeah.
Efficiency, 9/10. The Sleeposaurus spell was the perfect non-lethal finisher. It ended the conflict instantly, without unnecessary damage to the opponent. Instructor's note: Mark fought with a perfect blend of martial arts and magic, much like Musa's style. By neutralizing Cindiella's bad luck before it could hurt anyone and cleaning the scene afterward, Mark proved he is a high-level professional hero. Final grade, A+. Now that the ruins are clean and the file is stored, what's next? Would you like to start a new battle scenario with a different opponent, or should we record a YouTube intro for the hero files?
Oh, the arm makes him a little taller. Okay.
In the Marvel Comics, Iron Man's height depends on whether Tony Stark is wearing the suit or not. According to the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, Tony Stark, out of armor, 6 feet 1 inch, 1.85 meters. Iron Man in armor.
It would make him 5 inches taller, but it's still add about 5 inches to his height, dude. Yeah, that's fine.
6 feet 6 inches, 1.98 meters. The armor adds about 5 inches to his height due to the boots, helmet, and internal padding. For comparison, he is significantly taller in the comics than he is in the movies, where Robert Downey Jr. stands around 5 feet 8 inches or 5 feet 9 inches, though they used camera tricks and lifts to make him look taller on screen. Quick height comparison.
They did? I did not know that, but they used camera tricks and lifts to make him look... Okay. I had to use the hair off my phone, which is annoying. So they had to help him out make him look taller, because in the comics, he's 6'1" without armor. 6'6" with armor. So the armor gave him... There's nothing wrong with that.
Form. Height. Tony Stark, 6 feet 1. Standard armor, 6 feet 6 inches. Hulkbuster armor, 8 feet 0 plus, variable. Would you like me to look up the heights of any other characters? Or should we get back to Mark's hero adventures?
Tell me how tall Thor is. He don't wear special armor, so he don't know about no height. Oh my gosh, cosmic weight. Yeah, he's a whole cosmic being, I guess.
In the comics, Thor is a massive presence, standing even taller than Iron Man. According to the official Marvel lore, Thor, comic height, 6 feet 6 inches, 1.98 meters. Thor, comic weight, 640 pounds, 290 kilogram.
Iron Man in the suit the same height as him. Without the suit, he's... You should have said... You should have said he's the same height as Iron Man with the armor on. But he's taller than Tony without his armor. But Tony without his armor, he's taller than Tony without his armor. That's what I would have said.
His extreme weight is because Asgardians have much denser bone and muscle tissue than humans, making them incredibly heavy and durable. Height comparison. Version. Height. Comics. Earth 616.
Wait, what? Donald Blake, human alter ego. What? I didn't know he had an alter ego. Chris Hemsworth is 6'3" in real life? Okay.
6 feet 6 inches. Movies. Chris Hemsworth. 6 feet 3. Donald Blake, human alter ego. 5 feet 9. It's interesting that in the comics, Thor and Iron Man, in his armor, are actually the same height, 6 feet 6 inches, though Thor's natural godlike build usually makes him look much broader and more imposing. Since you're building up your hero files, would you like me to find the heights for some of the other heroes Mark or John have faced, like Doctor Strange or Loki?
No. See? No. Can you tell me what is history? Oh my gosh, go. Maybe I hit with a spam call, I don't know. Let me call. Oh no.
iShowSpeed's history with scam calls is a mix of him trolling scammers and, occasionally, his fans trolling him.
Good.
Because he streams so much of his life live, these interactions often go viral. Here is a breakdown of his most notable scam moments. 1. Trolling the scammers. Speed often leans into his intense persona when he gets a random scam call on stream. The mother call. In one famous clip, Speed stayed on the line with a tech support scammer and eventually convinced the scammer to call his own mother on speakerphone.
Really?
It turned into a chaotic three-way call where Speed was
surprised.
screaming while the scammer tried to explain himself to his mom. The IRS/tax scams.
Take that, Mom.
He has multiple videos where he acts completely clueless or overly dramatic when agents call him claiming he owes money, eventually scaring the scammer off by barking or screaming at them until they hang up.
See, hit the mic barking is for something.
2. Getting scammed by fans. Speed has been on the receiving end of several pranks that he initially thought were real. The 911 prank. One of his most famous scam videos involves a viewer, pretending to be an 8-year-old, who claimed Speed scammed him in a game. The kid then pretended to call 911 on Speed while live, which sent Speed into a massive, panicked meltdown before he realized it was a prank.
Wait, pretend to be an 8-year-old. He pretend to be an 8-year-old. The person he really pretend to be an 8-year-old. It wasn't an 8-year-old then. They pretend to be one, so that one's pretending. Then you got a 3-way call with your mom where you be okay.
Giveaways. Like many big streamers, Speed often deals with fake donation scams in his chat where bots or viewers try to trick him into clicking links or believing he's received millions in Robux or Bitcoin. 3. The loud and chaotic strategy. Speed's history with these calls is basically his signature defense, out crazying the scammer. Most scammers have a script, but they don't have a plan for a teenager barking like a dog.
Hang on. But they don't have a plan for a teenager barking like a dog or jumping over his setup while he's screaming about Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, Speed.
Or jumping over his setup while screaming about Cristiano Ronaldo. Since you're recording for your own YouTube channel, would you like tips on how to handle troll calls safely during a stream? Or should we get back to Mark's hero files?
We can leave my world and alone for now. But tell me what is okay. I need to have an order that I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. Hero. He's gonna tell me the. I want to see if he listens what I said though. If he doesn't, okay. You said someone can be a kid. Which one is it?
Those chaotic moments with IShowSpeed happened over the last few years as he blew up on YouTube. Here is the timeline of when those specific events went down. The timeline of Speed's scam call moments. August 2021, the 911 booter call. One of his earliest viral emergency moments happened in August 2021. He thought someone was booting him, taking his internet down, and tried to call the police on stream to report the person, leading to a legendary panicked meltdown. December 2021, getting scammed by a kid. The famous video where Speed calls 911 because he thinks a kid scammed him out of a virtual item in a video game was posted in mid-December 2021. This is the one where he's frantically explaining virtual video game transactions to a confused operator. Late 2022, April 2023. The scammer calls his mom moment. While Speed has been trolling tech support scammers for years, the specific highlight where he made a scammer call his own mother began circulating heavily in late 2022 and was re-uploaded as a best-of highlight in April 2023.
Wow, April 2023 said, piece of hair. April 2023 said, we're gonna bring this back up because why not?
November 2022, the Paradox crypto controversy.
Tell us
This
about
wasn't
it.
a phone call, but it's his biggest scam history moment.
Okay, let's go.
Speed promoted a crypto project called Paradox on stream. When viewers claimed it was a pump and dump scam, Speed had to issue a massive apology, saying he didn't realize what it was and that he would never intentionally scam his fans. Summary of the older
That's the one with the fake Cristiano Ronaldo, that incident in November 2022.
days. Most of the classic basement-era Speed clips, where he was barking at scammers and prank-calling restaurants as a grandpa, took place between late 2020 and mid-2022. This was before he started traveling the world and meeting football stars. Back then, his main content was just him, his PC, and a phone. Since you're a YouTuber yourself, would you like to know how he protects his info now so he doesn't get doxxed during these calls? Or are you curious about other streamer history?
No, I'm good. Make sure you like, subscribe, y'all. I'm gonna ask for a picture, marking them and all that, and stuff like that. Yeah, this is the second video I'm recording today. I recorded another video. I will see what's gonna be when I upload it. This is the second video I recorded today. Okay, please make sure you like and subscribe, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. See ya.